that? You made that? Did you made that? Did you made that?
Silent Hill TDS, J. Leo, Hitchhikers. Check. I'ma spit fire and propane. Keep a little baggie of some veggies, your romaine. Sloppy ass bitch tryna eat up the whole brain. While this bummy ass nigga still asking for more change. Get your taste buds lit, popping right under your tongue. Lighting up a sharp strain, feel like it's chopping your lungs. Smoke another leaf to the head, feeling like Danny Phantom. Got a medicine jar in my car full of zany samples. Running with the factions when my rations getting low. Get down on the floor, blood races like I'm whipping blow. Shit show for show, I don't know, I just release and go. Can't hear what you're saying, this we too loud and you're speaking low. Johnny smoking haze in a blaze, I got heat to throw. Then I'm let the heater flow and send it to the heat below. Think it's a game, I pick the dice before you let them roll. Think I'm insane, but from the start I never had control. Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale of the moonlight? Have you ever laid with a demon with the flames by your bedside? Smoking the air, sipping on spirits, get the mood right, get the crew hype. Middle fingers to the blue lights, dancing on your grave while I gaze into the moonlight.
Rolling through the city, heart is empty, but I'm feeling frisky, knowing I can make it even though these niggas want it in me. Got some rolling papers and some bitches, yeah, we getting litty, feeling out of place. Fuck it, I got my niggas with me. We on a long road, smoking trees and bagging hoes. Love is faded, I'm jaded, consequences are never told. Running out of characters, the real me is getting old. Facing the facade, 50 shades, and I fall below. I'm on some new shit, underworld a new bitch. Your loose lips tangle you up, I guess this news fits. I do this, spitting some fire in meth doom hits. The sun god bringing some light, now watch your mood switch. Hieroglyphs when writing scripts, namaste but conquering. Conjuring some spirits in the valleys where they die and quit. Just a gladiator on a righteous tip, still sharp and steel, but I'm colder than the Arctic gets.
Chill. What's up? How's everybody doing today? It's your boy Wildcard Mar in the building. Episode 164, I.O.W. Sports Late Night Owl Edition. Of course, I did not go on last night. I had to deal with some shit inside my mental, so I apologize for not coming on last night. Just cloudy up here, so I encourage everybody. There's any time or any moment you have to take a step back to go forward, I suggest you do that. Over here at I.O.W. Network, we are big about people's mental stability, their mental health, mental. Everything's about mental. For those who don't know, the brain is the biggest muscle that you have in your body. All right. I don't care how much weight you lift, how much pounds that you can throw around, or how fast you can go. It can all go to an end if up top is done for. So I'm back. It wasn't nothing major. It was just, sometimes you need a mental break. Everybody needs a little mental break for however long they seem fit. But I just needed a quick little night just to myself. I'm good. It's all, don't worry. It's all good. I just needed just a break. That's all. Just a little break. So everything's Gucci. All right. Now that that's out the way, as always, that is the homie 40 Water Silent Hill TDS. Silent Hill TDS. You see it scrolling on about on the screen. That's the homie right there. Him and J. Leo, Pale Moon Devil Dance. That is the unofficial theme song to I.O.W. Sports Late Night Owl Edition. So go show them fellas some love on the YouTube page. You see it scrolling on the bottom screen, like I said before, at Hitchhikers at YouTube. And while you're over in YouTube, make sure you please like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification, let you know every time we drop some more content on the I.O.W. Sports Network YouTube page. That's where all the content is at. All right. You can always follow us on the Instagram page as well. It's going on the bottom of the screen. That is the address. You can always follow us on the Twitter address scrolling on the bottom of the screen. You can follow us there. But like I said, make sure like, share, subscribe to that YouTube page. That's where all the content is at. And if you want to drop your own take Drop your own, little spark to a debate, or you want to drop a meme, sports related. Go on over to the Facebook page, I.O.W Sports Network. Emphasizing on network because if you have a sports podcast, drop your content. Let people know what kind of content you got as well. You might end up collabing with I.O.W Sports. There's three of us between myself, Detroit Mel, the big homie Nick Shine holding down in Jersey. I'm pretty sure you'll either get one or if not all three of us collabing with you. You never know. You got your own podcast, drop your content. And most importantly, if you have a small business, that is a platform for you to use to let people know of what kind of goods and services you have. Because that's why we're saying we're emphasizing on network. So please, please, please drop your content on the I.O.W Sports Network page. All right. Quick shout out to my brothers at the BWO, the Black Wrestling Order. You guys are very familiar with the big homie Beast Mode Bones. Monday nights with Boney Homie. Me and him have a very friendly debate, sports debates right now because we're in the basketball season. So that's where we kind of tend to keep our conversations. But that's there. He's there as well. That's why I started that friendship and bond with him. So please, if you are definitely into wrestling, go on over to the Black Wrestling Order. It's not just for Black people. It's just called Black Wrestling Order because we are predominantly made up of Black men and women. But it is open to everybody. And then, of course, they do also as well that I've been a guest on the Elbow Drop podcast. So definitely go show them fellas much love and support. All right. Now that we got all that good fancy shenanigans out the way, let's check some comments real quick. My man Kofi Wee said, yes. We live. Yeah, we do midnight shows here, bro. Yeah. Cloudy just say you gotta watch the yeah, man. Brain brain isn't my biggest muscle. Hey, Kofi Weeson is off the chain, man. He's off the chain, man. Y'all definitely go show some love to Kofi Weeson. Him and the good brother both. Dirty Hills, great podcast when it comes to wrestling. Definitely, we just did. Matter of fact, we just did a show with them last Thursday. If y'all saw on the Thursday show, we did a quick preview to WrestleMania. And me being a wrestling head, look, all right, let's talk about WrestleMania right now because I am a wrestling head. What's good, Matt? Yeah, MIZZOU. What's up? Welcome to the zoo, baby. How you doing, brother Matt? Always a pleasure to see you, my man. No, me being a wrestling head. Yeah, there's some bad things I could say about WrestleMania that just happened this weekend. But in order to hear that, make sure you tune into the Elbow Drop podcast this Thursday. We'll be talking about that. But no, look, overall, good show. I mean, you got two nights of about pretty much almost 7 to 8 hours of wrestling content split in 2 nights. Some stuff I could have done without. I'll say this. I think that the best performance was Pat McAfee. I know all my wrestling heads might get mad at me, but I might have to roll with Pat McAfee that gave a hell of a performance. And people gonna be like, "Oh, wrestling purists," but like, he's not a true wrestler. Well, find me a wrestler that put on a better entertaining show than what he and Austin Theory did, and in that whole segment with hey, I give you that, Kofi. When Wee Man did the slam on the Sami Zayn, that was pretty entertaining right there. That whole jackass scenario right there. Johnny Knoxville he's a human what we call him, human crash dummies anyway. So him doing wrestling is right up his alley, taking bumps. I'll say that. He's used to being a beat down bum. Late night, thought you talking about porn. No, man, we ain't doing no Skinamax on the show today, dog. I'm trying to make it out there and monetize. So I'll wait till we start getting monetized before we start doing the late night owl Skinamax zone. Yeah, that would. Yeah, hey, no, we'll get that. Now, Pat did a great fucking job. Just yeah, no, I thought Pat McAfee did a wonderful job. That's probably one of the best hires that WWE has had in the last few years. I think he's gold on the commentary. I think he is gold. Um, he does a great job on the commentary table, and I mean, I think that's his third match in WWE. He gets better in the ring. I mean, you can tell he takes the shit serious. So I thought Pat McAfee's um match with Austin Theory to me was probably one of my favorite moments. Of course I can't cap with the Kevin Owens and Stone Cold Steve Austin. I mean, I am a Attitude Era baby, and pretty much what I saw at WrestleMania this past weekend was pretty much a lot of farewell. It was a farewell to that era. You saw Undertaker get Hall of Fame, get inducted to Hall of Fame. Triple H officially retiring from in-ring performance, laid his boots in the middle of the ring, which is a symbolism for a lot of not just professional wrestlers, but wrestlers or sports athletes anywhere where they drop their cleats and then, excuse me, they drop their cleats on the field or wherever they're at, pretty much signifying farewell. And then you saw Austin's last match 19 years later. Austin didn't get the chance to do the senior citizen tour after he left from full-time wrestling. Triple H did it, Taker did it, where they would have 1 or 2 matches a year after a long historic 100% full-time wrestling career. So he didn't get that chance. So he finally closed that chapter. So for me, as an Attitude Era baby, it was literally it was very nostalgic when you got to see pretty much those three have a big part in the show's programming. But no, overall, I thought it was a decent WrestleMania. It wasn't too crazy. Like I said, some parts I could have done without. Some parts I thought was cool. I haven't watched WrestleMania in probably 20 years or more, but I watched half of Sunday's matches. Hey, when We Man picked him up and chucked him, it was a nice body slam by Wee Man. Great form from the little guy. He did well. Yeah, I'm with you, Kofi. Just about everything with Pat is over, man. Pat's doing his thing, man. He is definitely doing his thing. Anytime Stone Cold is in the house, makes for good TV. He got that damn right. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I'm with you, Kofi. I think it was entertaining for what it was. Let me, just to add this in, if you thought you were going to get like pure, I'll say this. It wasn't great. It was fun. All right. It was entertaining for exactly what it is, for what it was, and I 100% agree with you, Kofi. For your wrestling purist, you would have loved to see more compelling wrestling, more compelling storytelling within the wrestling. You know what I'm saying? But when you have things like Stone Cold situation, Pat McAfee's match, hell, I hate to say it, I'm not a fan of the Paul brothers. I'm not. I am not. I'm not a fan of Logan, and I'm not a fan of Jake. But I'm not a hater. And I thought Logan did well. I thought Logan Paul did well. I thought Logan Paul actually did well. for to be a YouTuber in wrestling. You can tell that he took it serious. You can tell that he took pointers, wasn't too big. Uh, I thought he did well. No, literally. I thought Logan Paul did pretty well. And I like how they left the yeah, he went crazy with the whole Pokemon joint. He had the exclusive little Pokemon card around his neck. That cost what? How much did it cost, Kofi? I can't remember. Almost what, 200, $300,000 for a Pokemon card. Had it around his neck. So look, Logan Paul actually fits well with what WWE does. Just think about it. Obviously, he already has a huge following of his own. So WWE was smart with that, because you look at the amount of followers that Logan Paul has across all of the social media platforms. You're talking in upwards 20 to 30 million. No, legit. So he's bringing 20 to 30 million followers with him to watch your show, watch your product. So WWE was smart with that. And then you look at just how the evolution of life has gone with the social media platform. He fits that to a T. And then you see how WWE is transitioning to being more social media conscious, as in, they got YouTube page, they got, Instagram, they got Facebook page, they got all of them, but they're bringing in more audiences, if that makes sense. And I think this is what a lot of people who are professional wrestling purists, sometimes could, be against, because it has pretty much nothing to do with wrestling, but it has to do with business, has to do with marketing. And there's one thing that Vince does well. Vince McMahon does one thing absolutely well, and that's market his product. So even if you don't watch it every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and on a Sunday once a month, like I do, it still tries to grab those common folk. You know what I'm saying? I'll put it to you this way. So Super Bowl in NFL, a person doesn't have to watch football all year, but majority of people will watch the Super Bowl because it's a big thing. It's an extravaganza. And that's what WrestleMania is for WWE and pro wrestling. It's an extravaganza. It's an entertainment show. And if there's one thing that Vince McMahon has done quite well, is to provide entertainment. And your wrestling purists will get mad because what about the wrestling? All right, well, you got to understand this is 2022. Not wrestling alone brings viewership. Pro wrestling alone does not bring the average, person who doesn't know a lot about professional wrestling into this platform. You have to do something like get a Logan Paul. Whether you like him or don't, he's a polarizing person. He brings in 20 to 30 million viewers with him. So, there's a chance that, hey, Logan Paul was on there. Maybe I might watch this more and more. That's the thing about certain, avenues, especially with sports entertainment. And I say it before. I said it a million times on the show. NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, all these other big time sports entities are starting to turn towards that way. I'm not saying they're rigging things. I'm saying is that a certain rule change or tweak or something might persuade the organic flow of things to go that way. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Over 5 million is worth, yeah, something like that. I think you're right, Matt. He did an awesome job. It was entertaining and it opened up another storyline. Yes, that's that's also what I wanted to say. WWE did a good job of leaving that story open between him and The Miz. And so I like that as well. Future storytelling. Future storytelling. Yeah, I like that. Ah, man, ain't no telling what I do for 5% of that. Yeah, man. You right. That's what I'm talking about. 5.275 million. That, oh my gosh. Jeez. Whew. Ooh, excuse me. That's a lot, man. Got a little sidetracked. Forgot to do our wildcard money top player tonight. It's a quick one. It's a quick one. Every now and then I like some good defensive plays on here. So this happened tonight. Javonte Green with the defensive play of the night on your man Jason Tatum. Let's take a look.
But it's intercepted by Tatum. Jason Tatum. Blocked by Green.
Give me that.
Hey, like I said, I like some good defensive plays sometimes. It's not always got to be about flashy offense. Sometimes we got to get the good stuff, the stuff that pays the bills. And defense wins championships. And that's how you really pay the bills. All right? Got to win. Got to win. And to get money, man, play some defense. That's where it's at. That's where it's at. Cartel hit for that bread. Yeah, I ain't messing with the cartels. Y'all can have that shit. I ain't messing with the cartels. But no. As y'all just saw right there, crazy night in basketball, man. Sorry, Matt. Sorry, man. Your Knicks, man. Your Knicks found a way. Well, hell, Kofi, man, you a Knicks fan too. The Knicks found a way to let y'all down today, man. I mean, these guys were up. Oh, I see what you're saying. So Logan Paul owns $5.275 million Pokemon card after record-breaking trade. Hey, card following record-breaking trade worth. Yeah, jeez, that card's worth $5.275 million. Woof. Yeah, man. That's too. that's too. That's too deep for my pockets, man. Yeah. That's nuts. I couldn't even fathom having a Pokemon card for that much, for that much. That's crazy. I've never seen anything like that. But no. I'm with you, Kofi. That was a great block, but maybe Jason Tatum pull it out, man. That's what she said. But I'm just saying, you're going 3-on-1. You surrounded by three dudes, and you're the only guy in your colored jersey on that fast break. So probably have better judgment on your surroundings. But hey, Jason Tatum is playing at an MVP level this year, if I might say so myself. I think he's doing. It's not like they were playing for something. Knicks, they don't know when to lose or win. Hey man, this has to be as a Knicks fan, and I know I got two of them in here. So Kofi and Matt, y'all follow with me. It must be frustrating as a Knicks fan, knowing exactly what the Knicks did last year, making it to the playoffs. Julius Randle was having have a phenomenal season, and then you get to the playoffs. Was only to get one victory from the Hawks and Trae Young, and he pissed on y'all parade, and then all of a sudden, you guys are eliminated from playoff contentions. I mean, that has to be demoralizing as a Knicks fan. As a Knicks fan, yes, another year of frustrating basketball for you guys. Because I mean, you guys just want to get back to when you guys were constant participants in the playoffs. That's all you want. I'm pretty sure that's all you want. It's been a long day, a long time, a long ways away from the Allen Houston, Pat Ewan, John Starks teams, Larry Johnson teams, Anthony Mason teams. It's Charles Oakley. I mean, you guys are a long way from that. A long way from that type of team. I told Big Homie at halftime that the Nets would come back. Watch way too many Knicks to know how they do. Yeah, hey, I've been there. Nah, it's predictable. Honestly, they don't build to win. They build to put money in the garden. Well, let's talk about it. I mean, what do? You're in a market. You're in the one of the biggest markets in entertainment. You're in New York City. So here's the thing. When you're in a market that big, you obviously want to have a team to market. You don't want to have no scrubs on there. How the hell are you going to market a whole bunch of scrubs that can't win? So that's for one thing about being in a big markets like New York, LA, Chicago. You don't want to be a loser in those big markets. The pressure's high. The scrutiny's high. The fan bases are unrelenting. I mean, those fans will get on you. And if they see you in the streets, they will let you know that that your ass. That you trash, the team is trash, and y'all better get it together. I bet you right now, if Julius Randle was to run into either Kofi Weeson or Matt, Julius Randle's going to hear something. Julius Randle will hear about how pathetic he has been since the playoffs. Since the end of regular season last year, he hasn't been playing that great. That team's been up and down. They haven't been playing too great. So excuse you trade everyone, keep Barrett, Obi Toppin, try to get a top 5 pick. Well, you took the words right out of my mouth, Kofi. Because I was going to say, what is the solution when you have a team like the Knicks in such a big market and they can't just win? Well, you got to trade everybody. Because I'm a Lakers fan. Another big market. We got the big names on the team. Some of them are a lot older than what you would like to have. But it's the same thing. You gotta find a way to build the winning team. And you don't have to sacrifice your future like the Lakers. See, the Lakers, they went through that, in my opinion, all wrong. They traded their future for something present, and what they got in return for what the present is something that you still can't even, 100%, survive on. I'm talking about Anthony Davis, just in case you're missing what I'm dropping. So when you see the Lakers go all in, give away their future for something that you can't rely on in the present, you're already behind the 8 ball. And now look at the Lakers. They got a couple guys they can't even move because they cost too much. And you can't build your team because you got no draft capital. They ain't got no picks. They don't have a first-round pick to 2027. See, but there's one thing I will say. The Knicks, to me, are in a very unique situation is because, and correct me if I'm wrong, Kofi, correct me if I'm wrong, Matt. Dolan, the owner of the Knicks, from what I gather and what I understand, is not a fan favorite. So is he in the way? Yeah, but the thing is, you can't force him to sell his team. You can't force him to do anything. So exactly what do you do? Maybe find a compromising way to get him to see things the fans' way and get somebody in, as a general manager or somebody that understands the essence of building a basketball team. I don't know, because you can't force a billionaire to do what he don't want to do. Honestly, trade the fucking team. They're here for money, for the city, merch, celebrities. Come to see, come to see other players. It's money. Okay, that's a fair assessment. Because and I know what you mean by that. Because I've been to a couple of Charlotte Hornets games. I went there to support the Hornets. Well, Charlotte Bobcats at the point in time. I went to go see Kobe Bryant. You know, it wasn't nothing about the product of the Charlotte Bobcats at the time that wanted me to go to see a game. I lived in Charlotte 17 years. And I've been to a good handful of Charlotte Bobcat games when they were called the Bobcats at the time. And only went to go see Kobe Bryant, not to go see no Bobcats. That's for damn sure. So I understand what you mean right there. I've learned never to get my hopes up with them. It could be nobody wants to play for the team because of Dolan. I really don't know at this point. And that's the crazy thing, because a lot of people don't realize it. And correct me if I'm wrong, Kofi or Matt, correct me if I'm wrong. Dolan was pretty much the last factor of missing out on Kyrie and KD. Because if I'm correct, it wasn't, they were going to sign with the Knicks, and then all of a sudden that Charles Oakley situation went down where Dolan had the security kicking him out the game, which to me was asinine. You're talking about Charles Oakley, man. I mean, Charles Oakley, in my mind, is basketball royalty. He may not be on the level as a Michael Jordan or LeBron or Kobe, RIP, or somebody of that stature. But basketball purists know who Charles Oakley is, and they know how Charles Oakley was important to the Knicks organization. So if you're treating a guy that helped build that brand of the New York Knicks and you're kicking him out, showing no kind of love or fairness his way, and you're kicking him out, well, hell, then I guess everybody else is just indispensable. I mean, is that a fair assessment to say? I mean, when I saw that situation going down, I'm like, how can you treat somebody like that helped put the Knicks organization on the map? And don't get me wrong, I know the Knicks been here since the 60s, 50s, and they've been in the NBA for a minute. But Charles Oakley is part of that fabric of the New York Knicks organization, man. He brings that New York grit, that New York toughness. And so when you see Dolan kicking him out, he's sending a message to the fans that he don't give a damn who you are. It's his way or the highway. And as an owner, you can't be like that. You can't. Because there's been a lot of loyal New York Knicks fans that have stood behind this franchise since he's bought it, and he's done absolutely nothing to make it a continuous contender to even be in the playoffs. But he'll gladly take your money. He'll gladly take all the money that comes with the revenue that comes with the TV deal, the NBA League Pass. He'll gladly take your money to buy the game tickets. He'll gladly take your money to pay for the parking. Gladly take your concession money. The money you just dropped on that customized jersey that's probably about $250. He'd be glad to take his percentage of that shit too. So if there's this owner, Dolan is straight up telling you what the situation is. And I'm telling you, Knicks fans, you want them out? This is how you get them out. And it's going to have to take some willpower. If you want Dolan out, stop supporting G. I know. I'm trying. It's not a quick solution. It's not an easy solution. It's not a solution of, damn man, I don't know if I can. But what I'm saying is, you don't like the owner, and you don't like what he's doing. You got to show it by not supporting the team, and you got to make it loud and clear. I refuse to give my money to that franchise as long as you own it, Dolan. You own it. I'm telling you, if any Knicks fans, if y'all all come together and y'all get on some damn social media petition or something and say we refuse to watch a Knickerbockers game and we don't support anything Knicks related because of you, Dolan, and you point right at them and tell them why y'all ain't supporting them and point the finger right at him. Hopefully he gets the message. Hopefully. But at the end of the day, it is a business. It is a business. So while he's thinking as that Knicks team as a business for him, because it is, he's looking at it as a stream of revenue. He's looking at it as a stream of revenue. He probably could care less if the team makes the playoffs. He could probably care less if they go 0-19, 0-20, 0-82. Because at the end of the day, he still gets a big check for revenue sharing. He still gets a check from concessions sold, parking sold, tickets sold. You know what I'm saying? And he gets to write a tax write-off and all that other shit. So, but man, it's way too many. It's way too many loyal fans to keep putting up with this mess. And it's not just the Knicks. Hell, there was a point in time I was like that as a Chiefs fan. I was like that as a Royals fan. I've been on this earth for 34 years. And it wasn't until damn 2013 today the Chiefs decided that they wanted to finally turn their franchise around and wanted to be respectable. I had to wait damn near pretty much 30 years for them to start being respectable. All the times I didn't, had to defend my sorry ass team. Don't get me started on the Royals. The Royals were in a worse situation than the Chiefs. So, trust I stopped. I wish celebrities would stop going. And you know what? I think that might be the thing too. Because when you look at some celebrities that are going to keep supporting that team, these celebrities come with influence as well. Maybe the celebrities should stop. Maybe Spike Lee should stop. I know it's a lot to ask for, but let's be. I mean, come on, let's be real. Fans stop supporting. Jay-Z and Beyonce stop showing up courtside. Denzel Washington says, Denzel says, hey, I can't support you guys no more. Said, I'm writing cases on all you motherfuckers. Yeah. Denzel stopped showing up. Jay-Z and Beehive stopped coming. Spike Lee. Come on now. I'm telling you, shit will really hit the fan because you're talking about Spike Lee, who shows his face on that sideline every year. I bet you shit have started changing. I'm like, yo, man, where's Spike at? Where's Spike? And it's Spike Lee joins y'all social media petition and say, we ain't fucking with you, Dolan. I bet you shit starts changing. I bet you. This guy Dolan, look, money can get you a lot of things in this world. One thing it can't get you is respect. You can have all the money in the world. But if motherfuckers don't respect you, that money don't mean a damn thing. Because they don't respect you, they will find a way to rob you of it. They don't respect you, they will find a way to get it from you. And care less about any other thing. All that money that Dolan got ain't bought him no respect because he hasn't shown respect back. I don't think he's serious about building a contending team. I know, I get it. You guys made the playoffs last year, but that's not the same team. That's not the same team. I've never been to the Garden for a Knicks game, and I'm 42. Hey. And as long as Dolan keeps owning that team and keeps giving you a reason not to go, I wouldn't go. He's not putting a winning product on the team. He's not putting a winning product on the court, I should say. I don't know what happened between last year playoffs and now. I know for sure that Julius Randle ain't the same guy. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. We'll see what happens with the Knicks in the future. Me personally, if I was a Knicks fan, I would stop feeding into the machine. I mean, it wouldn't be a quick solution, but I would stop subscribing to his product until he got up out of there. You know, I say the same thing all the time to Cowboys fans, but Cowboys fans don't like putting 1 + 1 together to equals 2, so they not hearing what I'm dishing out anyway. They should stop supporting that damn trap. Jerry Jones is nothing but a money hungry sack of shit, if you want to be quite honest. His morality clause is right out the window. If you ask me, Jerry Jones is he's a mom, and I call people moms, M-O-E, M-O-M, M-O-M, and those are money over morality type of people, and Jerry Jones fits that bill quite well. He's a mom. Because he's definitely putting money over morality a lot of times, and people don't even know the half. So this whole paternity test little situation he got going on, even last week I spoke about it, and more details came out that he's been pretty much paying this 25-year-old young lady and her mom to pretty much be hush to the fact that he the daddy, And then you look at the situation where his own daughter was getting peeped on by one of his right-hand man, and he didn't do nothing about it. That equals mom. Money over morality. Yo, yes. Boom. Glorified pedophile. Yeah, I said it. I thought Jerry Jones was one slithery sack of shit before this year, but now after all this stuff has been going out, I thought he was just, like a used car salesman. Now I just think he's just a dirtbag. I think he's just a shitbag. People ain't got to agree with me, but I don't care. This is my show. I think Jerry Jones is a shitbag. You don't let a man cost you money because he's snapping pics of your cheerleaders and you don't fire him. You don't let a man take a picture of an upskirt of your own daughter. This man had a phone peeping underskirt, doing the underskirt sneak shit to Jerry Jones' own daughter. And he ain't did a damn thing about it. Let the man retire earlier this year with all his full pension and benefits and all that shit. Let him retire. He didn't fire him. Didn't beat his ass, from what I've been told, or from what I've gathered. He's a mom. He's a money over morality sack of shit. So say what y'all want. All right, Kof, you be good, brother. Y'all make sure y'all go check out Kofi Weaston and the Good Brother Bo Dirty Hills podcast. Y'all go show them some love on that YouTube page. And y'all can check them out on Saturdays on the I.O.W Network radio app. But, yeah, man. Jerry Jones. 1 second shit. But anyway, I know we a little bit off topic, but it's okay. It's okay. Lakers are officially eliminated, y'all. Oh, well. See, I played taps for them about a month ago. They weren't officially eliminated. They were struggling to even stay in the play-in tournament. Now they are officially eliminated, won't even make the play-in tournament. How bad do you have to be that you can't even get in the play-in tournament? The NBA deliberately made the play-in tournament to make it a last resort situation to get into the playoffs, and you can't even do that. And you wonder why LeBron ain't on my GOAT list. I get it. LeBron ankle, my ankle was hurt. Yeah, it was hurt. I can't go. Well, for me, if my team is literally facing elimination, your team is facing elimination, as in you must win this game to stay alive. So it was against the Nuggets. I believe Sunday night. He decided not to suit up. All right. So then Tuesday night, it's a must-win situation this time. Spurs win. Lakers must win to stay alive. LeBron didn't suit up. I'm sorry, y'all. Maybe I'm asking too much. Am I asking too much? Am I asking too much of a superstar who's been in the league for 19 years, know how the game goes? You know how the media is going to go if you don't suit up and your team loses and they are eliminated. Come on now. I am having a hard time to believe that LeBron James did not know the magnitude of these last two games for the Lakers. Thank you, Matt. Right on time. Right on time, Matt. There you go, brother. Good job. But come on. He knows how this game goes. Because he likes to be such a narrative controller. I can't wait to see how he spins this narrative. I can't wait. Because this team is disappointing, which is an understatement. And you are supposed to be the captain, the leader, the torch barrier of the Lakers organization. And I get it. Your ankle was hurt, but damn it. Hey, please take off the Lakers uniform. I've seen too many great Lakers wear that uniform. Hurt. I'm a big Kobe Bryant fan, and I'm not being biased, but I've seen that man literally sit on the sideline, shoulder wrapped in ice, knees wrapped in ice, elbow wrapped in ice. The man looks like a big bandage covered in ice. But he made sure that he was there. He was present. One of his last few years in LA, the man literally tore Achilles, got his ass up, hobbled his way with some help to the free throw line, shot 2 free throws, and then was out for the rest of the last few games of the regular season and missed the postseason. He sacrificed his body because he knew that there were families out there that wanted to see him play. There are people out here who are literally working their ass off to buy these expensive ass tickets to see them play, and he wanted to make sure that they got a show. That's the difference between goats, as in man, and real goats, the greatest of all times. That's the difference between an MJ and Kobe and a LeBron. I'm at this point, I can't even, people get mad at me. Get mad at me. I don't care. LeBron ain't in my top 5. MJ, Kobe, Kareem, Hakeem, Magic. Yep, I didn't put LeBron, so he ain't in my top 5. I'll give him top 10. But it's not all on him. It's not all on LeBron. But the problem is when you are Mr. I want my damn respect after getting a bubble championship, that I'm still on the line, and whether I actually wanted to actually respect or not. And you can't even suit up to make sure that your team is still eligible to make it to the playoffs. Like make it to the playoffs. Not in the playoffs, make it to the playoffs. You don't even want to play a game or two to make sure that you still have a chance to make it to the playoffs. I mean, let's be honest. And I'm not saying it wouldn't have happened. So I don't deal in the hypothetical, but let's be honest. With the roster that the Lakers got, say you can't tell me that had they actually made it to the playoffs or at least the play-in tournament, and after that, you control your destiny. You trying to tell me that you can't get LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook all on the same page and get the rest of the team to fall in line to make a push? I think they could have. I'm not saying they would have won the damn thing, but hell, all you needed to do was get into the play-in tournament. You can't even make that. You couldn't even be the 10th best team in your conference. You couldn't do that. It was just too much to ask for. When you got people like LeBron, Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, Dwight Howard, Malik Monk, Bradley Avery. That whole roster is full of veterans. It's not a lot of young talent on there. So it's people that have been in the league. This is what makes the situation that much more mind-blowing for me, is because you look at how this roster of the Lakers is built. It's built of veterans. It's built with people that have been in the league for multiple of years. It's built of people that know how the NBA goes. It's not built with a whole bunch of rookies or people that haven't been there before. It's built with people that know how the game goes. Like, come on. Like. I think the Lakers are in a worse situation than the Knicks are. Yeah, I said it. Yeah. Having LeBron right now don't make your team closer to a championship. If you could say that 3 years ago, matter of fact, you can say even 3 years ago, if you had LeBron James on your roster, you have a good chance to contend for a championship. I can't even say that anymore. I can't. I mean, you see the poor leadership lately was going on with LBJ. I don't like it. Because look, attitude reflects leadership. Shout out to Remember the Titans. Because you look how bad the defense was for the Lakers. Well, then you all you got to do is look at your leader. How much defense is he playing? How much defense is LeBron James playing? Or how much defense has he played this year? You know? And maybe we could take it a little bit further. Hell, if I'm Frank Vogel, who will probably be fired, well, probably he will be fired once this regular season is done. Does he deserve some blame? Probably so. But I think he's a coach that he probably wouldn't even want it. I don't even think LeBron wanted him. But at the end of the day, if I'm the coach and you're not giving me your best effort, you're not doing what you're supposed to do, I don't know. I might think about sitting your ass. Sit your ass down. Because you're giving me just as much as you are sitting on the bench. You're giving me nothing. And these little stat pattern 30-point games where your team is getting blown the hell out don't mean a damn thing. It means something for you because you're getting closer to Kareem. Good for you. But you're doing it on a team that can't even make the damn play-in tournament. Bravo. Yep, you're killing it, LeBron. Just a shame, man. I'm just literally just flabbergasted by this whole season with the Lakers and LeBron James. It's one of the worst things I ever had to witness as a Laker fan. And when you see this team getting so farther and farther and farther away from what original Lakers fans are accustomed to seeing with this franchise, sickening. Makes my heart hurt. It does. So I can only imagine being a fan of teams that aren't used to being in this type of situation. As a Lakers fan, I'm used to seeing my franchise prevail on top. And now I just see a lot of dark clouds. I see a lot of just bad upcoming years with the Lakers. Because you gave up your future for this team to build with LeBron. You did. You gave up a lot of future. Players you gave up. Picks you gave up. And now you're stuck with an aging superstar. Another superstar that likes to turn the ball over in ball hall. And you got a third superstar who can't stay healthy. And that's what you got. And you can't really do much around them because those three have majority of the personnel money. Well, it bees like that. So a lot of sad years is going to be coming up for Lakers fans. So I'm about to find me a new team. No, I'm going to be loyal, but man, it's going to be hard. Sometimes his loyalty with sports is one fickle son of a bitch. Anyway, that's the show, folks. I'll be back tomorrow. Same midnight hour. Same Wildcard Mar. Appreciate and love the support, everybody. And y'all go have yourselves a fantastic Thursday. Deuces.
Yo. Sound like LTD Hurst. Let's get it. Let's go. Yeah. Alright, let me get serious this time. Yo, I'm on my God of War shit. All the war spits, let the bass kick, nigga. Feel the fucking floor lift. Watch your pores rip from these razor blade fingertips. Smoke hit your face like a hammer fist. Outstanding wit, suicidal flow. Nose diving to a free fall. Speedball, cannonball, jerking out on Adderall. just watch the bodies fall. Super charged like Dragon Ball. When I spit this fire out my mouth, you hear the dragon skull. Deadly with explosive, if you're softer than some woven silk. Grind the rappers flesh in the syrup and call it muscle milk. Some nutritious, my hunger forever endless. I'm vicious and bloodthirsty, my nigga. I handle business pretentious, I leave them injured. Eating figures for dinner, underground like Matt the Splinter. Then hibernate for the winter. Illiterate, so I can give a fuck about the sentence. Belligerent,